that God that is godly, you know what I'm saying? So why are we, I mean, feeling like, okay, this is the problem because too we don't know our history, African history, to know our ancestors, all those things. So this is the problem again. We are looking up to the white man, so we forget ourselves, you know what I mean?
No, but they make us to do that because we said the slave chain. You understand is that? Do you know someone was explaining real the slave chain definition? He said the slave chain is when the slave master was having his slaves. And one day, the slave master come and say, you people now, I free you.
I don't need you no more.
I don't need you no more, go. And then after they scatter from there, they go far. And now they don't know even where to go, left or right. They come back. They come back to the slave master. And he said, it's not you, I tell you it's free. What are you doing here? They start scratching their eyes. They say, well, then he understood. He said, okay, I feel sorry for you. Then you be left there. That's why now you have that means the slave chain, the mental slavery. So it's very sad because when slavery is not only go catch somebody's child, catch that person, say, yeah, this is a person, it's like a goods or what, I gonna sell it. It's not only that. If it was only that, then today we are free. If when they make us slave, if they teach us still how to, depend your own self. Today we should be free long time, but that was not the meaning that we should be free. We should not be free rest of our life. We should go around with that slave chain. So that's why they take everything which they know it can help you to be clever. So they take that out of you. So now you have the mindset of thinking you be like a slave because you rest of begging all the time, begging.
Yeah,
so because begging still, you see, we leave our country, we come into their country, and then when you come, that's why you see how you be treated. That's why you see how they discriminate in you. Because they're showing you are not among of us.
Thank you.
Because you are not belong to this country.
True.
You come from another country.
True.
And they can even ask you, they don't give a shit. If you say anything, they say, go back to your country. What you are doing here? And you cannot explain yourself what you are doing here.
Big facts.
You cannot say, because you take everything what I have. You take my food. You take my culture. You take my language. So I have nothing now. I have to run and I'm looking for that. And they say, look in something which you will never get it. Because a thief, when you thief, and you think you will come thief that thief, then you don't know what you are doing.
You don't know what you are dealing with.
Because you will never ever get that one.
This is our problem again, in Musa.
So, but
we don't you see, one thing we have to, as a people, for me, this is why, this is what I'm trying to say, as a people, African, the continent, we have to focus on how we can come and form organization, we have to try to focus how we can sit at the table and...
You making me, I get it. I'm getting headache this side. Why?
It gotta be a headache.
Yeah, because my own people, my own country, they see me, who you are. I'm bound. No, that one is not, it's not from our country. You must be from another. I say, what the fuck is it if I'm coming from another country? What is mad with you? Because if you come from Ghana, this one comes from Nigeria, I come from Gambia or Senegal or whatever, we meet here in this Babylon. These people cannot see which country you come from. That's why they ask you which country. But we are making their, Mr. William, where I come from Ghana. Okay, Ghana, okay. Ghana. So that's why when they ask me, I say from Africa. I know it's from Africa. I say, hey, which country do you know? Africa. Some of them, they will never be in Africa. I said, then what are you asking me? But when a fellow of African started asking you, you say you come from Ghana, he asking you again which tribe again.
This is the problem. I don't like that.
Then you have to tell him also which tribe. Now when he know that tribe, he will say, okay, that tribe we know is this. You see, we dividing ourselves.
Because we putting our walls against each other.
Exactly. So that but why now that? That's why we're talking about this mental slavery.
Definitely.
But now, how to heal that mental? As I told you again, I think we agree is the education. But the education is not the education which the slave master have learned us. We have now to learn us our own, if we had a mistake we are doing, to go the mind, to change the mindset of that doing Pan-African way.
Yeah.
So like this defining fathers, we can say, we have to go back to their ideology, their history, because the books must be many. So, and teach the young generation which coming that defining fathers ideology.
So this is why I listen to this guy all the time, you know. And I feel like a lot of people should listen to him. He say really good things. You know?
Who's that?
Professor James.
James.
Professor James Moore.
James Moore, yeah.
Yeah, I really give him a big credit.
I'm the one who give you that James Moore, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, because when I listen that guy, hey, James Moore, if you listen, you learn a lot.
Yeah, I wake up a lot too, you know what I mean?
You know, and then the same, Farrakhan, he's trying to wake the black, but you see how they criticize Farrakhan. Yeah, that one is religious. This is religious. This even is the racist because he want to divide between black and white, Islam, this, that. This the way always they will confuse the other Africans. If one good leader comes, which is really want to wake his people,
it's very funny
they have to put something to that leader which people can believe.
I mean, it's very funny that people, one thing, this is our problem again, you know what I mean? When this man has been fighting for almost over 60 years or something like that.
Farrakhan.
For our people.
Yes.
And we still
don't
have
part of it. It's paralyzed,
Yeah, and we still thinking that he's not a real Muslim. I mean, who the hell are you to tell him to say that he's not a real Muslim? If you say that he's not a real Muslim, look how many people are following him and just want to learn the wisdom.
So if someone say now he's a real Muslim or he's not a real Muslim, that person can go to hell. It doesn't matter. He's a human. Created of God image, and he's a good person, and he's a good heart, and he's fighting for his own African people. So it doesn't matter what they say, good Muslim or bad Muslim. What the good Muslim doing, more than he don't do. Which one? Tell me one. Did he? I told you before. I was not argue, but like talking little bit about, for example, Saudi Arabia, which I know the Muslim where we used to go, and because you have to go to Mecca, you have to be Haji, then you are really very close to God. You understand? But the thing is like I was saying. So if sometime we say, okay, yeah, the white people is this, that, you criticize it, but the good people, you go to Mecca because you are very close to God. But I say, how about when this catastrophe, about this, like half of the young children in Africa was going backward.
Exactly.
And dying, drowning in this Mediterranean Sea. Why all of them facing to Africa? To Europe. Why they was not facing, all of them face also to Mecca, like half of Africans go to Mecca. And it's a lot of money also they're taking there. But how much did then in this case, the Muslim people, the Saudi Arabian people have been helping to save some kind of these young children. So really, that one was coming in my mind. I was making a question mark of that.
That's a good question. This is what you people have to think about.
Because
if they think about that, then they'll find the answers there. You know what I mean?
But all that, when you start to talk, every time when you talk about like Islam, you talk about the Quran, you talk about Saudi Arabia, you talk about Mecca, hey, that one, that one you will have a bunch of criticizing you, and because they don't understand what you're trying to say.
They used to sometimes, those people, it's not to like to discredit anybody who believe in those things, but we trying to focus on the real problems that are supposed to be really have a solution for.
That's right.
If you want anybody who want to believe in those things, you can do your thing, but we have a real issue. Africa have a real issue, and the issue is to rise as a people and try to develop as a real, real to be ourselves again, and real to compete, because right now it's like we cannot even compete with no country. I don't see which country we can compete with.
Which competition do you have any kind of power to compete
Because
with
we don't have no
country?
strong leaders. We don't have as we say, we don't have no founding fathers who can organize.
Who can put a foundation?
Foundation.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
To have a foundation that we can, the blueprint.
Yeah.
There is a blueprint there, but then we don't have no new leaders who can have that.
I promise you, still we have only the school can change.
Only a school.
Because when you look at it, I told you before, if you look at whole Africa, if you look every continent, you can Google or whatever, you check every country, how many who are educated, how many who are uneducated. Then you can find a lot of answer there, because when some, I don't say majority, but a big amount of people who are not educated, that one is a downfall for a country.
Sure.
The young children, everybody supposed to go to school.
I'd rather chase power than to go and than to believe in God right now. I'm saying that, or not to say I believe in God, but then to go to a church. I'd rather chase power.
What I'm trying to say, you can see a big part of these young children. Many countries, if you look at it, how many children are not going to school, and then that one is very downfall for a country.
Yeah.
But now you ask also why they don't go to school, because they don't have the opportunity. The parents, they don't have the money to put them in school. You understand? So and also why there is no opportunity, because of still we have to have a system, which that system will say first, number one is to support the young children, and number one to priority and focus on the education of the children.
Definitely.
We say money, whatever, number one, that one first we have to afford get money, because every African country is a lot of money.
Not only
because
that,
if they can be able, you can see one country how many churches is there, then why there is no opportunity for put school so the children will go to school? You can make even that question mark, for example.
Exactly. That money you are spending on the church, spend it on spend it for your children to have a good education.
You understand?
Yeah.
But that one is not like against the church or against the mosque. It's the system.
Thank you.
The system, and who is the system? It's the leader.
Yeah.
It's the leader have to change it. To say whatever the case is, we have to see the money. We have to put but get that one which the school first, because this is the school. These young children, when they're educated in the right way, they are the one gonna to help to develop in that country.
Yeah, to rise the nation.
But when the young one which is growing, when you press them down, that is the downfall of the country itself.
Definitely, of course.
So is it?
Well, man, I mean, that's a really, it's a truth. That's a real, you know what I mean?
So, well, I think we have been, at least have done little, discussing today.
Big facts.
We have been discussing about the slave chain. We have been talking about also a little bit about the religions. And we have been talking about this complex of, this complex, like this bleaching and want to try to change himself, then what he could have been creating as a beautiful. And, we have been talking about the African leaders have to help to change the system. And we have been discussing also about the this what is also the problem, because slave chain, our mindset, we have to change that. And then we have been talking with the critical, which really we need to solve that problem, is this kind of tribalism. Yeah, you see your own fellow African and you're avoiding, and instead instead to unite to help each other. And we have been talking also about we have to have a leader who are really trustful.
Definitely.
What we are trying to say trustful is that a leader which cannot steal his own people.
Yeah.
And a leader which is strong, like a Pan-African. We need a leader like a Malema, because his ideology, I love it, because we have to think our own wealth, we have to think our land, that is the wealth, which if anyone outside coming, whether black, whether white, whether Arab, coming to our country, you of course, if you are coming as investors, you come and invest, but not like a common control. You invest and you employ our people, and also we have to control the economy, because you investing, still you invest, you will get your share.
And especially
But
the Chinese people, they should stop that this is the problem when we don't demand nothing, we allow them to just come
So
down.
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
We cannot say, Josie, Chinese people, this is Chinese people, this is white people, this is Arab people, this. It's our leaders have to change the way they are ruling. They have to stop this greediness. They have to stop this plain, ignorance. They have to wake up. They have to wake up, because for me, I cannot blame all the time the Chinese, because when someone come in a house, he have to come, knock the door, and then someone open for him. Mm-hmm. So if the Chinese come in my country, me, I didn't know even, I just see them there. I don't know how they enter there, who give them the opportunity to be there, and then start their own things, and employing their own people. Of course, sometimes they employ some African, but that is not enough. If they come, as we say,
let me just say this, it's just like, as you just said, they knock on your house,
yeah,
and you open your home to him,
yeah,
and he was like, okay, he sees some food, right? You have some food stuff,
yeah,
and then he'd be like, he start to eat some food you like,
yeah,
and then you like, but that's my food, and then he'd be like, don't touch that, that's mine.
yeah.
Then it's like arguments start, because he tell you not to touch it.
Yeah.
Because he's demanding that's his.
Yeah.
But he'd be like, you come into my home and you controlling my rules to say that's yours when I say that's mine.
Yeah, because you are the one showing he can do that.
Because we don't demand nothing.
As I told you, the leaders, that's why I mentioned they're playing ignorance, and they have to stop that.
You see that, remember, this is like, we're going to, like, a little bit like in Trump's, when he was president. You see when he came inside there,
yeah,
how he started to move people out of power,
yeah,
how he started to demand stuff.
yeah.
Exactly like that, a leader has to be for his country, because then you are showing that you really care about the solution, the problems that is going on in your country. Things have to change. But you
Yeah.
cannot just come there and just now, because the problem too with Africa, it's like sometimes when we see our leaders, it's like we look them as a worship. Because
Yes.
when they're leader, we worship them down to, than to, watch them and see what they're doing and to,
You know why you worship them? Do you know why?
why?
Because the education, mister.
Yeah.
Many people, even when we say about leader, about voting, if you ask them why you vote for this person, yeah, because it's the same tribe as me.
That's a really foolish way.
You understand? So then that person, he don't
If
know
you don't
even
know-
why he's voting.
If you don't know the person's,
It doesn't matter if your own tribe or is your brother. It might be that one is not doing well for the whole country.
This is why sometimes I don't believe in voting, because I don't want to sell my.
No, you see, voting is important, but what is wrong when people voting just because I like that person, like
Yeah, of course.
like the fashion,
Of course it's wrong.
like it's fans.
Yeah.
I am fans to that. I love him. That's not
No, but
that's not the way to rule a country.
I know, but most sometimes you can be a fan of person, but because you have studied that person enough, you have followed that person enough to know the person's agenda and policy.
Yeah,
What
but
they stand for.
I told you
But
when
if
you say
just-
it's because it's my tribe.
That's wrong, because you don't think about the whole.
Yeah, but because I told you it's the education still.
Yeah, of
We're
course.
going back to the education.
Yeah,
So you have to know. I mean, if you don't know even about politics, you don't know nothing. You don't know that person's background. You don't know what he have done before, and at the same time, when you don't know by the way, the education when it's missing, that person cannot do nothing. He just follow. Because you know yourself, even my own brother, of course I will love to my brother be a president, but even my brother now be a president, while he cannot rule the country for everybody, and that means he's a leader is for the whole country.
Big facts.
So I mean then I'm very selfish to thinking just for myself and my brother to be a leader, and this is what is the problem in Africa, because they bring in this tribalism. Yeah, this is the president, this is my tribe, yeah, I have to vote for him. So you are voting for a wrong person, because I mean, of course for you maybe he can give you some chicken change or I don't know, but think for the whole country. So when we are not thinking that bigger picture, so that is because of the education again. Me, what I used to say, when all Africa singing the same song and everybody understand the song, so that's what I was trying to say. It's a philosophical say, because I was say when everybody understand the language, I mean this political, then it will not be so easy any leader to come to fool everybody. But when the people they don't understand this politics, the meaning of, so I mean I wish many will read it to understand. Even you don't be a leader, but you know what is going on. Yeah. You know, like at least the Constitution book, because the Constitution book is not I mean billions of papers. It's not a big. So, but who know? Even those who I mean are little educated might be. If you ask them what is the Constitution say, your book, so they don't know, because they think that is only maybe the one who in the government should know that one. But everybody should read it, because when you read the Constitution book, because that is everything there, rules and regulation and everything. So if something happens, you will say no, because according to the Constitution, this is what is written. That person will start to fear you.
Yeah, because you know what's going on.
Because you know what is going on. But what do you mean? I'm trying to say again, Africa to change it. You know, the young children have to go to school and then study right education, not a manipulation education. Yeah. Because the things is like sometimes I used to say, I was thinking, okay, what it can always I focus in the school. It have to be the education have to be more. The young everyone have to go to school and learn very well.
Definitely.
But what I see in another problem now, if we say the young people they go to school, they learn and they understand everything, you know what will happen? Now still these old leaders they will bring that one. Also they manipulate that. They say, okay, I put you in this position because they see that one now might be understanding. I put you might be this position. You want money or you want to be there like a, loyalty or to be honest for this country. So I'm thinking maybe they manipulate that one too. They say this is the way to eat money. So maybe that one also they manipulate it, then it will be the same thing again.
I don't think it's going to be the same because
I hope it will not. Because I believe when the young they educate very well, I believe they are the one who will change it.
yeah, because at least you
Because
see what Malema is doing, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's a young leader in a way, if you look at him.
Yeah, but also you heard about his background. This one since he 9 years, he's in this politics.
But this is the
He grew on that.
But you see, you heard what he said. What make him want to change, fight for his people because what they did to his mother, and that's very painful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And you don't want to see his people go through those pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
you want to go through those pain.
Yeah, but Africa.
If you as a people, as African people, you've been suffering. One day you have to say, now I'm tired. Things have to change. Whether I have to, I'm gonna die for my people. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, of course,
So
the
I
thing
respect that mindset.
is South Africa have been suffering for decades of years.
But
and
not
stuff.
just South Africa, Africa itself.
Yeah, Africa itself, but especially South Africa also, they have been suffering for decades of years.
That's why I respect his fight.
Because look at still now they are fighting, they are fighting to be free.
All Africa have to fight like that.
Yeah, because even my country, I cannot say the white is there and they own like 8% of the land. That is like South Africa, like Zimbabwe, this happening. Maybe in my country, they will come there, as we say, they have their own companies and no one control. So only that one I know, like my country is wrong. But I don't know. Maybe they're making deal with the leaders. I don't know either. So
for your own sake, as your country, as you say, it's just to control, your electricity,
yeah.
where you get in lights, not foreigner controlling that,
Yeah. Of course.
Your people have to control that,
Yeah, but they are the one bringing all the equipment and machines and all this. So now, if the power.
That's what I'm trying to say. All that, it's a form of sucking our wealth.
Well, why they come, I don't know which deal, how they are doing it, but as long you, like electric, that if you cannot have your own, then still you are under somebody.
Yeah.
So, because that's very important. You see, every country, 3 things really important. And even the 4th one, that one, even I don't need, because first food, very important. That one is always, that is first and last, the food is number 1, of course. But the other 3, the electricity, water, and road. Every country, if this is not developed, then still we have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Because these 3 things is very important.
Most definitely.
So, well, I think we can try to round it, and if you have anything more to say, then otherwise maybe we can.
I think that's just a round. I'm cool.
Yeah.
That will be our end today.
All right. So, well, today we was here, and we also thank to the audience, and then welcome again to Life Melody. So this, as we used to say, any kind of comment and opinion, feedback, we always need it. So, but because this is a open discussion, and so that's why it's open discussion, giving, I mean, opinion to each other.
Thanks.
So, and we thank you, everyone watching, and so we used to say what the other we used to say. This I used to say, yeah, subscribe.
Yeah.
So, but I don't insist me on that too much, because I think people, if they want to subscribe, I'm not struggling for that, because these things is the fact we are saying. This thing is not like we are here looking for money.
Facts.
And we are not paid for this, but this is our own, opinion of thinking. So for me, I think the most important, if anyone saw it and then comment, or if we have anything to feedback, for me, that is the most important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this, but at the same time too, what we discussed about is something where we really believe in and really want to see a change, because we really love our continent, that is Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We really want to see our people, we as a people, grow, rise as a continent.
For real.
I mean, maybe we were never gonna be here to see it, but we want. That's the struggle is about.
You will be here to see it, I promise you.
Maybe if God
100%.
God make you be live
God have made it already.
But if I know maybe
We have
I might
more than
not
100
be
years
here,
forward.
maybe my generation that will be here to see it. But
Exactly.
that's the struggle.
This one will never die.
Yeah.
This is what we are telling.
Yeah.
This is stories.
And this
and
platform is like what we're talking about. It's just we're giving a foundation that was supposed to be done. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is for me it's like a school, which I believe for me it's like the young people, when they wake up one day they can watch this and they think.
Yeah.
We can give them things to think.
Big facts.
So and also I can say again, which you always is paining me, it's about these we Africans. Let we stop this kind of tribalism.
And not only them, Musa, not to cut you short.
Yeah.
One thing too we have to we have to stop to embrace these people culture and start to embrace our own culture.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing too, if you don't embrace your culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to embrace Africa culture.
Yeah.
That's another way to know you, be you, yourself. You are proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you are embracing their culture,
Yeah.
is as you say, that's how the complex and all those things, you are confusing yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why these people still hate you?
Yeah, I agree with that. But also, yeah, as I say, also is that William, when I tell you again, when you come, doesn't matter which country, as long you are black, but you are African, like this Peter just said. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether China, whether Congo, whether Angola, whether France, as long as you are a black man, you're African. So you have to think it this way.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying that. We have to stop this tribalism, because what I'm trying to say, when me and you, if we come to Babylon again,